Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jon, this is a true nerd, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where you join me during the reign of King Jon the Fat, who we thought was going to be a disaster, but he's done better than I think any of us could possibly have reasonably expected after his reign began with him locking himself in the castle, eating literally everything, and then briefly considering turning to cannibalism. But other than that, it's actually been going surprisingly smoothly. And yes, indeed, if we make some good progress now, we might actually be in a position to start looking at becoming the King of Wales. Very, very exciting indeed. But first we need to begin with an exciting new episode of everybody's favourite game show, Let's Talk all about the things that Jon got wrong. Because, and I feel no shame about this one, the thing I got wrong was about Succession. And Succession's pretty much the most baffling, confusing thing in all of Crusader Kings 2. So, no shame whatsoever. In particular, let's talk about Gwyneth up here. So Gwyneth is currently held by this bloke, who's matrilineally married to someone who's actually part of my family, and thus the daughter, Margaret, is actually part of my dynasty. So I said incorrectly previously, therefore, when he dies, she'll inherit and that will just enter my realm. It will not. There is a difference between dynasty and realm. You see, I'm not actually playing as my realm as the realm of Cornwall. I am not. What I am playing as instead is the dynasty of House Kurnow and its various exciting adventures throughout history. The dynasty basically being anyone who's ultimately descended from the people who actually set up the dynasty, which in this case is Kador. So any direct descendants from Kadok or his half-brother Domnarf. People can, of course, slide in and out of the dynasty, so Energene here, of course, was married off into the Norwegian royal family, so as a result of that, because it was a standard marriage, her children have instead moved over to a different dynasty. Though the reverse can happen too, of course, if I marry a man into my dynasty, but it was a matrilineal marriage, therefore the children will stay part of my house. My realm, meanwhile, is just the lands that the guy I'm currently playing as happens to hold. So as a result of that, whenever this guy does actually die, and either Margaret becomes the new queen, or if they actually have a son together, presumably that son would actually leapfrog to the front there, then Margaret, who is currently actually both a part of my realm and a part of my dynasty, would jump ship. She would actually stay part of my dynasty, but she would actually change from being just part of the petty kingdom of Cornwall, where right now she's just chilling out in my court, and instead she would go up and become part of Gwyneth and pick up a new flag right there. Which may not initially sound that helpful, except of course if in theory these two people do actually have a son together, and the son turns out to be somewhat competent, the son will still be part of my dynasty, House Kurnow. And as a result of that, well, in future, that son, or one of their descendants, could, in theory, be nominated the Tannist, at which point I would start playing as them, and at that point Gwyneth would just fall into my lap, and I would get to keep the rest of the realm too, just under the Tannistry laws of succession. However, that's a bit more of a long game than I was originally planning for, so I might just go and take Gwyneth by force, as I do actually have a claim against it. Plus, other advantage, this guy's kind of outlived his usefulness at this point, so just in theory, if Queen Arya turned out to be, you know, single again, I might actually be able to get her remarried to somebody better. Also, this guy wants to become King of Wales. Oh, bless you, you sweet summer child. Anyway, the first thing we need to do, however, before we go doing that and overstretching ourselves is, I need to secure peace in our time against England. Because previously we were trying to secure that by, having Alan, our old spy master, betrothed to a young girl in England. And that I don't think is actually doing much good for us anymore. So, I've got myself a new plan. There are two peace alliances I need to actually get sorted out here. England itself, which admittedly England doesn't hold much power right now, but being a friend of England would not hurt in the slightest, and, of course, Mercia. I need to have peace with Mercia, because Mercia has shown interest in invading Wales. I need to make sure Mercia does not cause trouble for me. Now, the Duke of Mercia right now is 32. There's a good chance he'll be around for some time, and interestingly, who are you exactly? You are, ooh, very intriguing. Okay, your heir is someone rather different. Fine, we'll come back to that in a second. You'll hopefully be around for a fair bit longer. You'll hopefully live for a bit. You've got yourself a daughter right here. Let's see if we can sort out a betrothal with this here daughter. Now here's fun. The daughter's going to refuse to marry Havoc or Crisis, which is possibly due to their ages, because I think she's 4, and they're actually almost of age. So probably best not to use them anyway. But Matt, good old Matt, she'd actually be willing to marry him, or rather they'd be willing to. And obviously they would also go for matrilineal, but let's not do that because, you know, that would just actually help him out. So yeah, Matt and her can be betrothed. Now, betrothal doesn't necessarily always become a marriage, but it does get us peace. It gets peace in our time, so Mercia can't attack us in Wales in case they get any stupid ideas. Hopefully meaning they would turn their attention to Scotland instead. Matt right now is... Hang on, what are you doing, Matt? Ah, yes, Matt is basically just the child of Medea. So Matt is not really doing anything right now and probably won't be doing anything for the time being. He's getting himself tutored. He's getting himself a bit of an education. Though actually, one thing I should mention, sorry, just a little addendum to add on to things John got wrong. I need to watch out for culture, because I've just been assigning the people who are best at the skill I want them to actually be good at when they grow up. But of course, if you actually get someone of the wrong culture to educate them, it can make their culture shift, which can cause problems. So probably I should just very quickly change your guardian around. In fact, actually, Medea herself, your mother, is a very good manager. So how about she just trains you to be a better steward and everything will be fine. And there we go. Those two get betrothed, and that means Mercia can no longer get any stupid ideas about my Welsh territory. As for Alan, however, good news, we can now actually release you from this particularly useless marriage. Of course, she's looking really promising. She's not exactly looking spectacular so far. No, we will release you from that, so we'll just break the betrothal. That will slightly annoy the king, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So Alan needs to have a new wife momentarily as well. But the bigger deal, you, my good man, I've got something planned for you. How old are you right now, by the way? You're 10 years old. And yes, I checked this ahead of time because it's just slightly weird. He would actually be willing to marry Orange. Now, honestly, Orange is not exactly looking spectacular. She's fine. But yeah, I see absolutely no reason why we wouldn't actually marry Orange off. I'm not sure she's going to be doing anything that useful to me. In all fairness, securing a non-aggression pact between the Kingdom of England and me, as well as Mercia and me, that means, yeah, Wessex might cause trouble, but Wessex on their own, I should be able to handle. By any chance, would you go for no? Obviously. Obviously, we're not going to be able to sneak any of our dynasty into the actual royal family of England. But she still gets herself a giant big old pile of prestige for marrying into the House of Wessex and a king. So you know what? This all works out just fine. And there we go. Non-aggression pact again. Marvellous. Now, Alan, you're getting on a bit, but let's see if we can find you the love of a good woman. And I tell you what, Alan, it might not be quite the right thing for you. Because, yeah, she's a bit young. She'll be another 6 years before she actually comes of age. I think it's 16 characters come of age in this game. There's a young genius floating around who's apparently not currently betrothed. Genius, +5 across the board, and is in a green heart, can be inherited. Well, wouldn't that be an interesting wife for Havoc or Crisis? All I'm really looking for him is, yeah, he's obviously got the pick of the market here, is someone who's either got good genetic traits or couple of good claims we could pass down to his children would do fine. And ideally, some of the traits that boost fertility, like, that's greedy I was looking for. There it is, lustful. Lustful boosts fertility quite a lot, so better chance of getting out children. But really, we probably want someone under the age of 30, because, yeah, female fertility, if I've understood this correctly, starts dropping off about 30 and then reaches 0 at about 45, but it is declining over that period. I tell you what, Leica, over in, yeah, part of Denmark, you'll do. Midas, touched, cynical, temperate, chaste isn't great, but we'll see if we can make do, because you happen to come with a couple of strong claims that can be passed on over in, that is, yeah, large parts of Denmark. Never know when I might be interested in having some of that in the family, so go on, welcome aboard. Right, just wait for those marriage confirmations to come in, and that should be peace in our time, at least for one generation. So we've got some good stuff going on there. That is one acceptance. King of England should be replying momentarily, agreeing to actually get betrothed to my own one remaining daughter, and that will be peace with England and Cornwall. Unless, of course, he's having second thoughts. He's taking his sweet time to reply. Bloody hell, they managed to get back to us first. A bit worried at this point. And there we go. The betrothal is complete. We should have ourselves a good amount of peace right there. So, non-aggression pact with the King of England and non-aggression pact with the Duke of Mercia. Now that right there, good stuff. And there she is. There's our girl right there, who would be passing on a whole bunch of very powerful stuff to the state stats. Question is, we don't really know much about her yet. This is... You know what? Let's get her locked down. Let's just get her locked into a betrothal. We'll see how she grows up and what education traits she picks up once she comes of age. It would not hurt to have a very, very good quality genius queen floating around, though. Yeah, let's just get her locked in for the time being. Honestly, if she turns out to be a horrible person, we can just break off the betrothal, but... a whole bunch of genius children coming into the family, together with some attractive children. I think we've got a quick somewhere in there. Hopefully, the next generation could be extremely good quality. Right, with peace and art... Uh-oh. That's looking distinctly like disease to me. Slow fever. Typhoid fever or slow fever loose in the country. Right, we need to keep an eye on that. We're in a delicate position right now. We've got some good kids coming through, but they're not ready yet. So, I'm afraid sacrifices might have to be made. Last time disease swept through and we opened the gate, I lost 2 potentially good quality children. It must not be allowed to happen again. Next time, the gates are being closed. And when the gates have been closed, that'll just be it. No matter what happens, the gates stay closed. If that means Jon picks up a negative trait, that's just what happens. However, a bit of disease is not going to be allowed to get in the way of a good war. Declare war on Gwynedd with our beautiful, strong claim. We are going to be claiming that. And I will actually get myself, if we win, a whole bunch of prestige. Very, very nice indeed. This should not be a difficult war at all. Except, guys, why are we not voting for the war? What's wrong here? Hang the flip on. Returning a favour to Count Geralt of Glamorgan. Returning a favour to Count Geralt of Glamorgan. Returning up. Right. So, it would appear that 3 of you have favours that are all being called in right now. Count Geralt of Glamorgan, are me and you going to have problems right now? Are me and you going to have some really big-ass problems? Because why exactly are you standing in my way? Desires the duchy, yeah, well, you're not having that. Oh, I accidentally educated one of his children in a foreign culture. Oops, my mistake. The diplomats are occupied because 17 centuries on, we're still searching for that bloody artifact. We still haven't found the bloody thing. Wants to be married. Chancellor plus 10, yeah, the sceptre and the crown of lilies and all of that business. Okay, we need to cheer this guy up. How would you like an honorary title, my good man? Here, you can be master of a horse or something. There you go. That should get you up to -3. Yeah, that'll update in a moment. It's already -3. What else can we do to basically cheer you up? Well, I could arrange a marriage for you. If you're desperate to get married, that is... No, don't give him an artifact. Bloody hell. No, just arrange a marriage. Give him a person. That's much easier. Admittedly, I don't have many people to actually hand over to him. And I don't want him married. I want him single, because if he just passes away from this disease that's about to sweep through, I get his territory back. Problem solved. Well, he's not having the flipping duchy. Alright, I'm not handing over the duchy to him. No flipping chance. So, how long do these favours last? Because 8 months, 14 months. Okay, so in August of next year, and then February of the year after, the favours will wear off, and hopefully that means some of you guys will start voting for me, because honestly, yeah, some of you should They don't like me that much, to be honest. There are some slight problems with the occupied diplomats and all of that business, yes. It's all not great. I never actually fired you, Hendrik. At some point you just slipped off the council. I'm not really sure what happened, to be honest, but I put you straight back on. Fine. In that case, time may as well tick on a little bit here. Oh, and we've got ourselves some more technology coming in from Constantinople. In fact, I bet we've got technology that we can actually turn up. Oh, yeah. We have got tons of flipping technology, in fact. Enough for 2 separate ones. In fact, I'm surprised it didn't flag it to me up here, but okay, fine. So, I can actually increase the Hang on, attack and defense of my archers and light infantry, or heavy infantry over here, heavy or pikemen, or military organizations already available, or I can give myself morale of armies up and global supply limits up, plus retinues. Yeah, retinues are a thing that floats around in my military, but they look expensive, so I haven't touched them yet. Apparently, like people were saying in the comments, probably just don't until you're like king. When you're king, start looking at this, don't look at it before. Although actually, speaking of my armies, yeah, my personal domain armies, which are actually getting bigger and bigger as Jon slowly improves his martial skill. I've got, yeah, quite a few heavy infantry and a handful of archers. Yeah, heavy infantry pikemen. So there's like 600 and, yeah, about 666 heavy infantry and pikemen versus the archers and the light infantry together represent more like, actually pretty much about the same, to be honest. Maybe a tiny bit more of the light. So as heavy probably beats light and heavy infantry just seems like a good idea, let's just head over to technology and boost up that heavy infantry, get them a bit better. Marvellous. Heavy infantry looking lovely. Now, as for cultural advances, this one's getting a bit more on the interesting side. There's a whole bunch of good stuff around here. This one basically just, yeah, increases vassals versus increasing city vassals versus increasing temple vassals. Now, if I were to wait for noble customs, that would actually potentially help my problem with Glamorgan a little bit. But there's more fun stuff down here. So, yeah, monthly piety gain and prestige gain going up a bit faster. Short reign years, i.e. The amount of time before they start saying, you haven't been reigning for very long, dear oh dear, I don't like you for some reason. That going down a bit. But legalism. That strikes me as the interesting one, because legalism gives me, yeah, high centralization for a bigger domain, together with late feudal administration, which I'm pretty sure I need if I want to unlock all of the most advanced, sexy forms of succession. So legalism 3 seems like a really good thing. Like, I wouldn't mind getting tolerance up, because, yeah, being able to unlock marginal status of women, going up towards significant status of women. I think marginal status is any woman's allowed to be spy master who's in your family or dynasty, whereas significant status of women is any woman can be chancellor, I think it's chancellor, spy master, or steward, but not marshal or court chaplain. But that would be quite nice, because there are some very talented women floating around who could be contributing a lot to court life. So I wouldn't mind getting that, but it's got to be legalism first. So we've got legalism up to legalism 3. Legalism 4 doesn't actually do anything, but then a whole bunch of stuff unlocks at legalism 5. Let's not worry about that for the time being. We are still gaining cultural advance at a pretty decent rate. That is boosted by your actual leader having a high learning, by the way. So Jon, being not that smart, unfortunately, is slowing that down. And I'm actually restricted from making any more law changes until 1103 anyway, so we can come back to that. But yes, indeed, late should now actually be available. So that could be very, very interesting for more succession laws and all sorts of business. And also, yes, high. High could be interesting. So the vassal limit down, and honestly, right now I've got a vassal limit of 17. It's not really a problem. And that would also give me even more domain. So yeah, being able to directly control basically the whole of Wales broadly. That I could deal with. Because I don't have to deal with bloody petty vassals causing trouble for me all the bloody time, you stupid git. Right, well now I imagine the next decade will probably be allowed to go past pretty quickly. We're not like, you know, in a massive rush or anything, so let's just keep time ticking along here. We might well be able to... Hello! Who needs an education focus? It is... Orange needs an education focus. Well, that's absolutely fine. What are you good at, Orange? You are okay at learning. You are okay potentially at stewardship. You know what? As she's going to be married off to England and to the English king, potentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make her a very good steward. Because as a result of that, she'll pass on that stewardship skill to the King of England. He'll have a larger domain limit that he can't possibly actually fill. That will make him more tempted to try and revoke titles. And as a result of that, there'll be more and more rebellions. I'm not sure if that will actually work. That's a bit of a bloody, you know, far out Machiavellian scheme. But screw it, I'll go for it. Yes. And of course, we've got ourselves a new daughter coming in. The sister of young murdered Michael. Who murdered Michael? That mystery is going to bug me for some time. Who the hell would murder a baby? We'll keep an eye on this girl. Make sure she doesn't end up getting murdered either. Well, I'll assign her a guardian just to see if we can, you know, keep her bloody safe. In fact, I've no idea whether this makes any difference, but Alan, I'm leaving this one to you. You have got extremely high intrigue. Make sure nobody kills this baby, alright? Also, that name is completely flipping unpronounceable, so we're going to change that. She can be Little Baby Augusta. Marvellous. And, oh, it's time to, uh-oh. Okay, good, that was a natural death, and, oh, wasn't that, yeah, that was actually, Dumnaff's former wife, passed away, natural causes. Right, Cornwall obviously being so prosperous, the disease has spread here more quickly. The gates are being shut. Like, no question, the gates are being shut. They are not being reopened under any circumstances. Seal the gates, alright? I don't care if you get a bad dream where you feel a bit bad about it. Those gates are staying flipping shut. Oh, the game's going to start making this difficult for me. So, Lucia has been showing symptoms of illness. She might have contracted the plague. Nothing is certain yet. Remind me who she is exactly. Ah, this is the ex-wife of Elfwine, who passed away of poor health. He was formerly my marshal. She has remarried someone else who's totally unremarkable. Okay. She has to go. Her opinion of me will drop, but honestly, we don't really need her for anything at all. She's not doing anything right now. Her original husband was the useful one. He's... yeah, sorry. The safety of the children, the dynasty comes first. Bye. Meanwhile, up north, yes indeed, Scotland's doing very well in its war with England. And that is purely because, yeah, England doesn't have much of an army yet. They've just got little baby king. So, the court chaplains uncovered several clues indicating... oh, the artifact. I hate this bloody artifact so bloody much. Right, how much do you... bloody hell. You want... okay, we've already got all of our diplomats working on this. Now you want all my spies as well? Plot discovery chance down. Okay. Let's just assume there's going to be... wait, for 5 years? 5 years of plot discovery chance down 50%. I'm not sure I can do that. But I'm losing tax revenue the longer this bloody drags on. You know what? There haven't been many plots. Well, aside from the fact, wait, there has been a plot. A flipping baby was murdered and I still don't know why. No, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to get on with it without the spies. You've already got the diplomats. You can't have the spies too. Oh, bloody hell. Did I actually wait too long to close the gates? I think they were open for a couple of days before we did it. Oh, Orange. Oh, flipping heck. Orange is important. Our current peace with England depends on Orange not being flipping dead. Having a stay here puts you at risk. Oh dear. And would you believe Orange would not actually be keen on me? Okay, Orange. Help her. You are a good doctor. Help her. Alright, the whole reason we did this is we need to keep the children safe. So, we're not throwing out the children. I'm going to regret this. If it manages to spread now to flipping Havoc. Oh no. Havoc and Crisis need to... oh no. Oh no, no, no. Orange does have slow fever. Call the physician. Well, she's already been called. She's already treating her. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like epidemics. Epidemics aren't fun. Oh, it's already spreading. It's already flipping spreading. Hang on. What? Where exactly? Yeah, the slow fever is all over our flipping empire right now. It's all over Ireland as well. The other one was... that was measles. That seems to be spreading a lot more slowly. And we've also got to educate children. Yay! It's time for Crisis. Okay, Crisis. How good are you right now? You are... dear. You've kind of picked up some bad traits there. Indolent is not good. Ah, Crisis, you were supposed to be the good one. Well, maybe one of the good ones. Honestly, you're not currently actually being flagged as, like, the future leader or anything. I don't think anyone's actually voting for you. Your learning is very high, however. Okay. Thanks to Timid. We could give you a bit of a learning focus here. See what we can do with that. Yeah, you know what? Let's give him a learning focus and we'll just see what comes up. Because, yeah, with a negative trait to stewardship and martial, in all fairness, Havoc is the main target we've got right now. Havoc's going to be our big hope. So, we'll get that sorted out. And we'll also assign you a new Guardian to focus on that. And once again, focus on someone who's actually... Margaret! Flipping perfect. Margaret is a mastermind theologian. Margaret, educate this child. I'm slightly worried by the picture that just showed up here. If my opinion ruled, the world would be a more chaotic but fun place. If I keep following the laws, the world would have less chaos, but also be less fun. I feel like Jon might have finally completely flipping lost it. Right, let my rule begin. I might gain arbitrary, which gives me intrigue +1, but no, not stewardship -2. And that's, yeah, 0.5 health. Or, justice should always prevail. I don't gain a benefit to health, but I might gain just, which is just basically good. I mean, vast opinion +5, that is just good. So, come on, coin flip for just. Nice! That's actually really useful. Jon is... I mean, he's still bad, but he's not as bad as he once was. Now, by any chance, does that mean... Why am I still at -6? Officially, he thinks I'm a coward for a few more years, and I'm going to guess that's because I closed the gates. Right, well, I'm sorry, but there's too many children who have almost flipping made it. The last plague did too much damage, alright? I learnt my flipping lesson. We just need to let the slow fever pass, and please, Orange needs to not die, and we've actually just had a changeover of mayor. I'm guessing the old mayor is a bit on the dead side. Yes, indeed, the former mayor of Bodmin died of slow fever. Bit of a shame there. Actually, in all fairness, he was a terrible mayor. Is the new mayor any better? The new mayor is also terrible. Please stop selecting mayors who have no stewardship ability. Come on, disease. Just pass over. Do not take my children. Alright, we're too flipping close. We're too close to these children coming of age at this point. Alright, it's all going to be fine. Go over to inheritance here. How old are you? 14. Havoc is up to 14. He's doing okay. He's got a really nice wife lined up. A genius. Come on. It's all going to be fine. It's going to work out. Just don't develop slow fever. Don't flipping die. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to throw my vote behind him as well, because why not? I really need to sort out my council, by the way. I've got multiple malcontents. Hendrik's a malcontent right now. Hendrik. Come on, me and you always used to get on well. In fact, how aren't you dead yet? Like, everyone else of your generation is already dead. He's 60. He won't be around for too much longer. I can bring in someone new, someone a bit more obedient. Also, apparently having spent a lot of time just mingling with people, I really like Medea's random husband. Not sure that really does me much in the way of good, but apparently I have gained a friend, huzzah. Ooh, 100 opinion, close friend. You know what, my good man? I can't help but notice that you have got yourself 16 on the old stewardship front. And me and you like each other. And Hendrik is becoming difficult to deal with. So, good. Oh, bloody hell. 24? Right. So, the current mayor of Axminster, who unfortunately is not desperately fond of me, he'd actually become a malcontent, which is a bloody shame, is bloody 24. Whoa. Okay, a gardener, humble, temperate, but envious. Hate envious people. They seem to just hate everybody. You, my good man, would be a loyalist. Ooh, likely council position, he'd be a loyalist. 16. I mean, can I turn down that 24 now I know it's available? Yes, I can. For a loyalist on the council, I 100% can. Collect taxes, get on with it. Marvellous, well done. So now I think we will find the council should be much more... Oh, look at that! Now, I can actually declare war if I want to. I'm going to wait for the plague to pass first. Like, I don't know if there's any mechanics here, but if I had to guess, I'd say there's probably a mechanic for marching armies around that potentially spreads plagues and makes it worse. So, leave it be. But at this point, oh dear, Oh dear, get out the bastard. Oh dear, is your little plan not worked out? Have I just removed one of your little pawns from the board and replaced it with a close friend of mine? Screw you! Also, while we're secluded, there's not much point with the actual hunting focus, is there really? But it does give me the martial. I could move over to a straight up war footing. Martial +3. But that takes health away. Yeah, let's actually stay on hunting for the time being, because that gives me a bit of health and martial up, which would not be the worst thing in the world. I'm really concerned about poor Orange. Is she... Well, the game isn't saying she's ill. I think Orange has recovered. Good. Good. How's the slow fever doing, by the way? Is it starting to burn out? I think part of it's starting to burn out. So if it's burning out over there, hopefully that will actually be fine. And Geralt decided to seclude himself. Hopefully that means he doesn't think I'm a coward anymore, because previously he thought I was a coward for secluding myself. And oh, he's gone and secluded himself as well. So, well done. I really hope, yeah. Still no sign of a wife. If he dies of this disease, this is actually just flipping perfect. And... Hello? Excuse me? Oh, is it happening again? Has someone else decided to actually raise an army and get on with their own claims? What claim exactly? Where are you... Wait, where are you going? Where exactly are you going? Yeah, but which claim? Where are you off to, precisely? Like the Duchy of Salerno? Or the Duchy of Amalfi? Or Capua? How are you planning to get to any of those places? And yet more steady progress for the artifact. I think he's just spending all this money and drugs and a good time, quite frankly. Yeah, this guy's now just stuck standing here because he can't get to any of the places he wants to get to because, you know, he's not actually got any flipping boats. You're just going to stand there forever at this point. Also, was that actually a council member? Yes, that was a council member who's basically just decided to... Okay. Or he's not. Hang on. Who are you exactly? No, that's a different guy. Okay. Who wants to be my new marshal, potentially? Because you, my good man, would apparently be a pragmatist. Which could be a very, very useful thing indeed. Yeah, go on then. Welcome a flipping board. And just give him an honorary title too, just to basically just perk him up a little bit. Yeah, once we finally find this bloody artifact, or potentially just stop bothering to look for it, we should hopefully be in a better position right there. But, good counsel. Couple of changes, but still looking good. No more sign of disease right now, and Jon has not started having the bad dreams that try and tell him to open the gates. Thankfully. And yeah, the actual slow fever doesn't seem to be spreading into England very much at all. Also, this guy has now run out of supplies, and thus is suffering attrition, and where is he? Oh, finally, a boat showed up. Good. Wait, was that 150 galleys? That's huge. That's a very, very big invasion force. Where are you? Did you just leave some of the guys behind? Did you just only take... Did you just take, like, 500 guys and 150 galleys? Like, 3 or 4 guys per galley. Come on. You can fit more people than that on a galley. Also, why are you still here? He better not be draining my actual wealth right now. No. He's not technically looting the county. Fine. And in fact, some good news. We've also got potentially a new son coming in. Bit of extra prestige. Hopefully that will be a new son. Yeah, new brother for Orange, who's currently up to 13. How you doing, Orange? You doing alright? Yep, seeming to be doing alright. But, more importantly, we must be coming to... Oh! Havoc has come of age. Okay, Havoc. How are we? Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Right. So, turned out to be kind of bad, actually. Kind of bad. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he got the worst education trait. He picked up Misguided Warrior. Oh dear. Right, so... we need to potentially find... Why does nothing ever work out? Right, I need to find someone new. We need to find someone new, like, as a flipping priority. I mean, relatively speaking, yeah, we've actually got over here, Kador. He's not even that bad. I mean, the Tannis would probably love to throw it back over to the other side of the family, but there's not enough children in the other side of the family right now. Alan has, hopefully, going to start producing some children with his wife over here. And Howl has tragically been kicked out for plotting against his own brother, so he's not going to be producing anything. Janed's also dead, as of course is Conan. And as for his 2 children, yeah, as it turns out, Havoc is not looking great. We still have some hopes for Crisis, though. We have some hopes for Crisis. Oh, here we go. It's the bloody terrible dreams. I want to open the gates. No. I did it last time. I opened the gates last time. You know what happened? I lost children. I lost so many children. I mean, this is such a pain, because if I actually have to lose the trait the Brave, that is -2 to Martial, which is really annoying, but we've got to keep the next generation alive. I'm so sorry, but no. We're surviving this. We have to survive this. And your friend... Ah, my good friend, and also my new steward. He has sent me a gift. I've got a puppy! Oh my goodness, yes! I accept this gracious gift, Diplomacy +1, Health +1 from walking my dog every day. Why would I send the dog back? Pay someone to dispose of the dog? Why? No, accept the gracious gift. What do I call the dog? Do I call it Faithful, Hunter, or Tricky? Ah, I'm going to call it Hunter to see if that maybe boosts my Martial, if I'm very lucky, because maybe that's like +1 Intrigue, +1 Martial, +1 Diplomacy. Let's go for Hunter. Oh my goodness, do I have a puppy? Do I have an actual puppy? I've got a puppy! Oh yes, his name is Hunter. He's a hunting dog. John isn't necessarily that creative. Health +1, which will hopefully help me survive. Now, at this point, I'm regularly hunting, alright, and I'm also taking my dog for a walk. Sooner or later, I'm gonna lose the gluttonous trait, alright? Right now, my key goal in life isn't this whole kind of building up a pile of wealth thing, though technically it is. It's just I want to lose some weight, alright? I want to stop being known as the Fat. And in fact, we might get to see what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, the King of Gwynedd is looking old. 51, looking grey. So, Margaret might actually be able to inherit that area, which would be very, very nice indeed. Though it would be a shame if I had to immediately afterwards invade her. That would be very, very sad indeed. Ah, and here we go. This is just what I'd like to see. Sons being born to Alan. Now that son could well be an important future ruler. And he's not going to be Iliad, he's going to be Iliad! For my favourite Homeric epic. And as for the laws, which I can now change, no one's keen on late feudal administration just yet. We'll need to do that at a time when I've got a much more loyal council, but I can get up to high centralisation. So, vassals down, but domain size up. Yeah, go on. Let's get that up to high, because right now that's going to be voted on by, yeah, 2 supporters, 2 opponents, 1 undecided, but it doesn't matter which way he comes down, because I vote yes and I get the deciding tiebreaker. So, put that to the vote right there. That should, therefore, be guaranteed to pass. With 2 supporters, it can't fail. Because, yeah, in the event of a 3-on-3 tie, I will break that tie. Lovely. Oh, my goodness. Would you believe steady progress is being made for the bloody artifact? By the way, is that Wessex? Oh. There's a claim. There is a claim right now. Right, that's a concern. So, the Duke of Wessex, apparently, has a flipping claim. A strong claim just on the county of Devon. And right now his territory hasn't been quite so badly hit by the problems of the disease. Still, he can only raise 1,200 troops. Alright, John, how many troops can you get on the field? You can get more than that. If he wants to make a thing of this, I can just kick his ass. That's fine. But it is concerning that that's going to be floating around. And, hang on, that can't actually be inherited, can it? No, that can't be inherited unless it's been pressed in war. If you fabricate a claim, it's just for that guy. It can never be passed on. And he has also decided to actually push the claim. That doesn't mean he's actually going to war. It just means he's going to definitely make use of it. And as I expected, the high centralization law has indeed passed. Good. So I'm up to flipping domain size 7. So, if you'd just like to maybe die without ever getting married, that would be flipping marvellous, because I'm certainly not handing you a wife. No, 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 no. How about you? You just die of slow fever. Oh, and this is good. We've actually got ourselves a new son. More sons. Oh, you see, this is appropriate somehow. Alright, because my last 2 sons were actually killed by a plague. And now this time we're locking ourselves away from the plague. We're being sensible. We're tossing courtiers out in the street if they so much as cough. And as a result now, healthy new children are being born. And we could have young Caddock, but no, I think we need to honour our fallen brethren. This shall be Clarence II. There we go. My brand new son, Clarence. Oh, my dog is growing quickly and he's no longer a puppy. He runs fast and has a keen nose. Oh, good dog. This is my favourite event chain. I like the I have a dog event chain. Right, that's lovely. Also, should I really be taking him for walks? Like, I kind of thought the point was we were locking ourselves away and not going outside. Maybe this is just my private forest I keep within the castle. I get 10 prestige for having a puppy. This is lovely. So there is Clarence II Mab John. Good name. So hopefully you will all be fine. And what do you know about... Got a lisp, unfortunately. Diplomacy -1, attraction -5. Not a disaster. Not a flipping disaster. Just keep training some people as best we can. Let's get another nice duty person out there. Duty or... Let's go for thrift. Let's just try and get you down that sort of a route. And we also need a guardian for you. Right now, my doctor is apparently the default person. Well, you know who might actually be better? Brian, the mayor of Axminster. Well, can't help but notice, yeah, Midas Touch, 23 stewardship. That is potentially of interest. He's got the flu, but hopefully he can't... Can he pass that on? Right, I'm going to assign you as a guardian anyway, and that will make you like me more. So you just basically educate this kid, get Clarence II to be a masterful administrator. That would be marvellous. But I could really do with someone who's got some martial abilities, because as it turns out, yeah... Tanist Havoc is a bit of a disappointment. Crisis. I think I'm going to move my vote over to Crisis in the hope that that actually works out. So I'm going to do. Crisis, you're my new hope. And in fact, I'm not alone in doing that. A few people have immediately jumped ship. Just a couple of the small lads. So it's pretty well divided. I think if he comes of age, if he's actually... Oh! He's done it. He's done it, the mad bastard, because, yeah, little vassals who like you will actually basically follow your vote. So, I'm really sorry, Havoc, but you kind of shouldn't have, like, completely sucked. Like, that was the problem right there. The problem was you totally 100% sucked. And this guy is getting... Yeah, okay. I mean, he's not quite martial, but stewardship, intrigue, and learning's looking alright, just for a kid who's only 14. He's shy right now, though. Diplomacy -2 and doesn't actually provide any benefit whatsoever. But we'll see. We'll see if we can actually get him well educated. Who's actually training you right now? Who's giving you an education? Well, whoever it is, it's going to be Bryant now. He can finish you off. There you go. So you can just finish off your education for a couple of years. That's all going to be absolutely fine, probably. And, oh, I thought I saw the disease starting to burn out there. It's taking its sweet time. Alright, the disease is still up here in Ireland. It's not going in, but then I suppose it is called slow fever, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, but then again, it's literally just disappeared from a couple of places over there. Quite frankly, I feel picked on. It's basically just attacked Wales and then pretty much stopped the moment it reached the border of England. So, you know, I feel like this is a slightly racist illness. And yes, indeed, at this point, with all of those favours wearing off, there's... Oh! I'm starting to think that Flavia might fancy me. Who's Flavia exactly? Okay, she's not exactly, you know, a prize catch from the portrait. And also, that is the wife of my court chaplain. This is probably not a good idea, but... I can't help but notice, you know, she's got some decent traits. That Marshall's quite good. I mean, if we were to have a bastard child together... I mean, I do need more children. Like, we have established right now the problem is a lack of children. So, like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. But, for Cornwall, I am willing to do my duty. I can get 5 piety for not, but no! For Cornwall. For Cornwall. For Cornwall. And I gave her a good tumble. It's good to be king. No, it was duty. For Cornwall, alright? That's the story and we're sticking to it. Oh, one of my territories just cleared out of plague. Good, soon we'll be able to open the gates. And my wife Ida is pregnant again. I'm not sure if this is actually a mechanic in the game, but I can't help but notice, yeah, we actually locked ourselves in the castle and we can't go outside, and all of a sudden my wife is getting a lot more pregnant, so I'm not sure if we're just, like, bored, and as a result just, you know, being together a bit more. It would be fun if that was actually a mechanic. Oh no, Clarence II. Oh no, Clarence. Oh, flip. Oh no. Oh, Clarence II is not doing well at all. This is not ending well. I keep having a bloody line of sickly children who die as babies. Lisp, chest pain, cough, fever. The disease is almost through. We're almost through this. I should hug and comfort him. No, that's a terrible idea. He can stay in the dungeon. He has to... Wait, where's the call the doctor option? Where's the... We've got a doctor. Yeah, right there. Court physician. How about we utilise her? Probably don't throw a baby in a dungeon. Okay, so my options are, just to clarify, take this baby, who is literally not 1 year old. I can throw them out of the castle. Okay, great. Or throw him in the dungeon. Just say, oh, I'm sure it's fine. Or actually give him a hug. Now, I'm not convinced any of these things are good ideas when, you know, I've literally got a doctor. Okay. Actually, you know what? John's pretty healthy right now. Screw it. I'm going to give my baby a hug. I'm going to give my baby a hug. And if I get sick myself, I have got a good doctor. Okay? It's going to be fine, probably. And, oh, Devon's suffering from flipping underpopulation, unfortunately. Luckily, Cornwall's Hospital, even though it doesn't actually provide any disease resistance, does, at the bare minimum, provide resistance against depopulation. So, that is a shame, because, yeah, that means that is... Oh. Clarence II. Oh, no. Maybe we should just stop naming children Clarence. It doesn't seem to be a good thing. And apparently it's pneumonia, not slow fever. Right, it's something else. Call for the physician. Alright, pneumonia doesn't seem like... Well, it can kill. But I'm really hoping that... Ooh, dear. Also, as it turns out, he found out. He found out about the affair. Luckily, he's patient. Really... Oh, he doesn't like... I might need to replace him. Because I feel like he's not going to vote my way on the council anymore. He looks very angry in that picture. Right, we're going to need someone new. But on the plus side, we're going to get a new bastard out of this. And because everyone already knows that it belongs to me, that means, like, there'll be a small problem. I'm guessing how does my wife feel about... Okay, so my wife is not actually thrilled with this at all. And, you know, I can understand why. To be honest, I can. We're probably not going to get very many more children out of her then, are we? No. Then she's 34. Probably her fertility's dropping pretty fast. So this is all a bit embarrassing, but when the kid does show up, you know, we could potentially legitimise that kid. In fact, actually, has the kid already shown up? Hang on. Council, you, kid... No, right now that is an elder kid, so she's pregnant. I'm not sure how he found out exactly, but apparently he just did. And also you've got... Sorry, she's got the great pox. Right, and also she's a lunatic. Right, she's a syphilis-ridden lunatic. Maybe I shouldn't have had sex with her. Maybe I should have checked that first. Like, I'm not showing up as having the great pox yet, but I am starting to be a little bit worried about this. Oh, and as a known adulterer, apparently nobody likes me that much. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Right, you see, the thing is, I probably should have realised I wasn't going to get away with that, because my intrigue is appalling. I mean, it's not the lowest of the low, but yeah, it's not great. Me trying to hide an affair was never going to go well. But damn it, it was for Cornwall. Oh, and speaking of Croesus, who was our, you know, great hope, it turns out... He's inherited his father's incredible fatness, so that's just marvellously good news. Though I tell you what, you, my good man, could be our new court chaplain, potentially. And a new daughter over on an obscure side of the family. I see no reason to do anything there. Yep, good old Bluton. Just an obscure daughter over there. And yes, indeed, it looks like the plague is starting to wander off. I'm not going to march out, however, until it's definitely gone, just in case I, like, spread it straight back down south again. But this seems okay. I can still call up, like, 1,600 guys, and... Oh, not again. Wait, hang on. No, this is fine. We don't need to worry about that. We can now actually open the gates. The gates can at this point be opened again. Hooray! The gates can now be opened. Sorry, I forgot to reopen the gates. Right, the plague is gone. Everything is fine. Massive recruitment drive. Everyone gets on with their jobs. Well done, everybody. And Gwyneth is looking good as well. And, oh, a great white stag. Well, I've tried going after the great white stag before. It has not gone well, but go on. We'll give it another flipping go, I suppose. While we're just waiting for Glamorgan to clear out of the actual plague. Are you sick by any chance? No, tragically not. But still not married and slowly getting on. This is marvellously good news. I'm not sure if male fertility also goes down over age, but this is good. This is all very, very good indeed as far as I'm concerned. That territory can just gently lapse back to me. Because obviously as the king, I'm the one person that can't just flip over to that territory. It will just fall into my lap. So, this time it will not escape me. Ah! The game actually acknowledges this is the second time I've gone after the stag. Go on. Let's find ourselves the stag. Though potentially, just like last time, I could spend months out there not finding it. Like, you know, again. Though while we're doing that, and... oh! Okay, we've also got ourselves a new daughter. Shame, but what are we going to do, eh? She can be Luna. That's just lovely. And speaking of Luna, hang on. Is she by any chance incredibly sickly? Because they all seem to be. No, not yet. That's good. But yeah, very good news indeed. Gwyneth is actually screwed right now because their one territory has been depopulated, so they can only field 700 men. So, this is all excellently good news. Gwyneth, it's time for us to do this at this point, because rather than waiting for Mercy to potentially pick you off, the safest thing I can do is mop up as much of Wales as I can as quickly as possible, just so that basically England and Mercia can't do a thing about it. At that point, yeah, we'll be in very good shape. Though watch out, if Wessex picks this moment to try and push its luck while my armies are up north, that could be a concern, but hopefully it'll all work out. So, you, my good man, we are declaring war, and I would like to actually, yeah, claim Gwyneth for my own, not for this bastard, I don't like him anymore. So, that's going to belong to me. The council will vote yes, send. So, we're at war. Also, I forgot, sorry, I need to get myself a new court chaplain, because this guy is just not going to vote with me. Alan's with me, though. The council is coming round at this point, but you need to go. Sorry. Yeah, we just need someone new, We need someone new who's actually, like, you know, good at their job. Let's just actually recruit someone. Let's see what we've got in the world. Here you go, some lovely Italian priest who fancies a change of scenery for the bright lights of Cornwall. Welcome aboard, my good man. I think you can come to court and replace that bastard. He also seems to like us, which is marvellously good news. So, he's on his way. That's good. Time to raise up the military. So, just my personal domain. Very, very good indeed. A little bit on the low side, to be honest. Probably you guys should all join forces in Gwent. If Gwent raises its forces, it might be able to pick off these guys. So, you need to start marching immediately. And yes, indeed, exactly as I would have expected. We just need to basically get this guy out of the way. He comes to our territory. Welcome aboard. You, my good man, can just be replaced. In fact, I could just basically get you out of here. I mean, are you dangerous by any chance? Yes, you're an intricate web weaver and you hate me. Probably a good idea for you to potentially just go away. Though, tragically, yeah, only my loyalists will vote with me. Would you believe he'll vote against it? Not too surprising. Fine. I'm afraid you just need to be got rid of. So, let's just quickly change that round. Here we go. New chap comes in. He's fine with me. So, as a result, that is all marvellously good news. This guy, get on with finding that bloody artifact. Yeah, this is your first job. Get on with searching for the artifact. And as for you, my good man, ooh. I could ask him to leave the court, but probably best I just let his wife have the baby first so we can adopt the baby. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. And bloody hell, once again, I've failed to find the white stag. I need to stop going after the white stag. Alright, it never works out. Except 20 prestige lost, that's absolutely fine. And another daughter. Well, that is just not desperately helpful, but fine. We do have sons coming in. And Beatrice is nice, but I think we'll just shorten that to B. That can just be little B. Oh! Wait, that was the actual bastard, or... Wait. Female bastard? Is a female bastard still a bastard? Right. Now, the question is, do I actually want to... Oh, she's inherited the Great Pox. Right, she's inherited syphilis. She's a bastard. Maybe, just maybe, what we do at this point is... I could legitimize her, but everyone else hates that. Yeah, I've decided that actually I've never heard of this child I've just named. So, that's, you know, really annoying. Really, really annoying. So, bye! No, never heard of her, sorry. And now we simply banish you from the court forever. So, yeah, that's fine. Bye! I'm presuming you take your wife and your child with you. Oh, technically there's... Right. Technically that child doesn't even exist anymore. Right, okay, well, good job. Good job, everybody. I feel, you know, slightly bad about this, but I'm sure it's fine. And they've nipped off to Aragon. Oh, that's lovely this time of year. You'll have a lovely time. Right, so, everyone is basically just heading over here. He's going to attack Gwyneth. And as soon as my armies all get together, we can just basically beat him up, and then we can just start going and sieging Gwyneth, and then everything will be fine. Wait for the reinforcements to show up, then make sure we've got the commanders set, and then just go and take them out. Lovely. So, merge the armies. Jon is personally leading this. Okay, that's a bit ballsy. Also, what happened to my... Hang on. Oh, was my last guy the commander? Was he the one who actually just left? Hang on, I need more commanders. How would you like to be a commander? Well, the Bishop of St. David's apparently wouldn't mind actually getting involved. He's okay as a commander. So go on, you can be a commander. Sure, why not? I mean, it means Jon doesn't have to fight, which is probably a good idea. Yeah, you're actually a better commander. You command. Jon could potentially be on a flank. Is this a good idea? Yeah, go on. Let's just have Jon on one of the flanks. I mean, Jon's on the flank that's got the most troops. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, in which case, we now just march him to defend my territory. Oh, obviously, you're the third person that's told me you're making steady progress. I've just spent so much money on this, it's ridiculous. So, we get in over here. He's actually got the advantage of the hills, but it's not doing him much good, to be honest. And Jon's flank is doing beautiful work, and with his flanks broken, now my flanks close in, and his centre will be absolutely torn to shreds. And that should be a very, very good start to this here war. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. Big victory there, already up to big numbers. Let's get over to Gwyneth right now, and if we're lucky... Oh, yeah. Obviously, this place will be easy to take out because it's actually already had its troops raised. Though, annoyingly, he's now walking off in this direction. So that means he's got the opportunity to potentially do some damage to Devon and Cornwall. But he won't be able to actually... No, he'll just be shy of actually getting into Devon. I should hopefully be able to wrap up the war before that becomes an issue. Bare minimum, I can actually get in here, and yeah, I can't actually even... attempt an assault. Though once we get down to the last few hundred, I could do. And... oh yeah, you were in Powys trying to actually get a claim. Do I actually want a claim on Powys? That's expensive. And I'm not going to be declaring war against England anytime soon. I can't. I don't think I will. Yeah, you've actually been wasting your time. Sorry. I'm going to take the piety. Because I can't attack England anytime soon. I don't want to attack England anytime soon. And that's a lot of money. And I'm trying to save up money right now for some big investments. Let it go. Take the piety. And then I'm going to redeploy you to something a little bit more on the useful side. Because right now, England is not exactly keen on me. No. How's Mercia feeling about me? Because I'd like these guys to like me. Alright? I would like to potentially convert this into... an alliance of England and Wales. That could be very, very useful indeed. Just, you know, as a holding pattern to keep us out the way. Mercy is fine. You, my good man. I'm going to deploy you not to fabricate claims, but instead, I want you to improve diplomatic relations. Head over to that bit of... that was the wrong button. Head over to the one bit of territory this kid actually owns, and there we go. In Bedford, you can do a good job just making the kid like me. Ah, and there come the forces of Gwynedd, which are very conveniently marching over to Wales, not to anywhere else. And that is because... can you even get in here right now? No, you're marching straight off again. Where are you? Oh, now he's heading south. Bloody hell, that was very annoying. I was hoping he was just going to stay up here. Well, my vassals won't be able to take that out. So, in which case, I suppose we just stay over here and just, yeah, we take out... We can probably take out places and he can't, but if I don't go and actually fight him down... No, he's not sure where he wants to go. Good. If he's just going to bumble backwards and forwards, I might be able to win the war before he actually achieves anything of note. And there is also a major jihad happening over in Anatolia. Doesn't really concern me, you're quite right, game, so we just probably stay out of that one. Ah, yes, and the king himself is currently leading troops in Gwent. So if we wanted to just kill him at some point, it is quite possible that, yeah, we might want to just quickly go down there, fight his army a couple more times. Eventually we might be able to capture or kill him, and that will probably be worth a lot of war score right there as well. Still, let's just speed this up for the time being, because we just need to get through all of this. He's just bumbling backwards and forwards. Good, he's not doing any harm like that. And we've also got ourselves a new pope. Fine. Probably pretty much same as the old pope. No real change there as far as I'm concerned. And my spy master has also discovered there's a bit of beef going on between, yeah, someone I invited over and, yeah, a spy from his home in Tuscany. Well, I guess we'll just let them sort it out, to be honest. Doesn't really involve me. And we've won our first siege over there. Good. Already up to 79%. Honestly, I'm gonna... Oh. Hang on, which disease is this? What disease is this? Hang on, what is that? What is that? What am I seeing? Camp fever. Right, is that new? I don't remember seeing that before. Is there a new epidemic literally just breaking out right now? Oh, that's no good at all. I don't like that. Yeah, that literally just started in Gwent, but is at least spreading in the direction of England, not in the direction of Wales, so I guess it's not all bad. And Medea apparently wants something. Oh. Medea wants to be steward. You're getting a bit ahead of yourself there. I kind of thought that was a good century off. She would indeed be very, very up for the task. In fact, okay. What do we know about Medea? Stewardship 16. Unquestionably good at her job. Unfortunately, you're literally the wife of the guy who's currently the steward, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. Like, this is going to be awkward at Christmas. In fact, you're suspiciously similar to each other. 0, 8, 16, 7 and 7. 0, 8, 16, 6 and 9. Wow, you two are really well matched. The problem is, it doesn't actually do me any good. And he actually likes me more than you. So, yeah, sorry about this. I'm very, very sorry about this, but no. Because my close friend, your husband, is just as good as you, and he actually likes me more. So, I'm very sorry, but bye. Oh, bloody hell, it's the relic again, isn't it? What do you want now? He claims to be on the right path. Progress is slow. He wants the best scholars. I thought you already had the best scholars. You want technology spread rate down 25%. Right, so far, he's asked for all of the diplomats, then he asked for all of the spies, now he wants all of the scholars as well. Fine, have all of the scholars, but you better cocking find something at the end of this. It better be worth it. We've got up to 100%, good. Right, 100%, force the peace on him, yep, enforce the demands, and we have actually got the title of the County of Gwynedd. Good. And we have won. So we can probably, at this point, you know, send all the troops home. And because we didn't even have to take out all of these territories, yes, as a result of that, this place wasn't even looted for that long. Currently, it's slightly depopulated, but hopefully that will recover in time. And hopefully, oh, 8.17. Oh, this is very, very good indeed. And the King of England is starting to like us more. Oh, yeah, good. Good, 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 good. And we've got good pacts with him as well. This is marvellous. One title can be created. Oh. Yes, indeed. Well, no, it can't. Not just yet. I thought it needed to be... Hang on. the Kingdom of Wales apparently could already be created. I thought I needed to do something else first, but I suppose technically I do have the money. I do have the money for it. That is certainly true. And I've got the amount of territory I need, but I want to hold off for a second. There's a reason for that. Right now, Jon has, build a war chest. So all he needs to do is, he needs to get up to 500 gold. He will actually then successfully pass that. Then I can give him the new aim of becoming the King of Wales. And then at that point, oh, Crisis has come of age. Crisis, are you about to disappoint me as well? Right. Slightly disappointing, perhaps. I mean, it's certainly interesting. That's, the sort of character where you'd probably want to re-roll anyway. Right. Only 6 on Stewardship. And only 3 on Marshal. Okay, so also he's suffering from food poisoning, which is unfortunate, but he has apparently had a successful treatment for that, so that's good. Court physician doing a good job there. Okay. Gluttonous. Ate too much and then got sick from it. Good start. Good starting point. Right, so who else have we got available floating around? Because I'm feeling like Havoc and Crisis just haven't really worked out that well. Well, there is always still Kador. Alright, he's my brother, and he's not doing, well, he's not great, but he's probably better than the other 2 lads, aside from Craven, which is no good at all. I mean, once again, I would just love to actually, hand it straight over to some of the women of the realm, but I'm guessing no one's going to go for it. Also, ooh, has Orange come of age? Yes, indeed. Orange is 16, and Orange is much, much better than all of that. Okay, why do I keep getting extremely talented women and completely useless guys in this empire? It's not fair. It's not bloody fair. She is zealous, brave, temperate, and a fortune builder. She is going to be an asset to England. An absolute flipping asset. And who am I stuck with? I'm just stuck with some bloody idiot kids. I mean, even Useless is actually much, much better. Useless with 8, 7, 7, 17, 8. Fine, it's not a great stat distribution, but for an 18-year-old girl who hasn't done anything, it's not terrible. Just look how bad Crisis is. Oh, bloody hell. Also, does anyone else just kind of assume that Dumnarf was already dead? Because apparently he's not. He's still just alive at 72, pottering around. We just haven't heard from him for a while. We do have one good hope here, which is Matt. Matt is still a kid for the time being. We'll see where he ends up. But I tell you what, I wouldn't actually mind Margaret. If Margaret could... Okay. I'm just going to put a vote behind Margaret and see if anyone is willing to back the vote for Margaret. Is anyone going to jump ship to Margaret, or is everyone basically just saying, no, I will not vote for a woman under any circumstances until technology for gender recognition has changed? I feel like that is exactly what is happening, yes. Right, well, how long is it going to take me to do precisely that? Quite a while. Tolerance needs to be up to 3 before we can unlock marginal status of women, and even that's not going to do that much good for that. Okay, well, we're just going to have to make do, I guess. Oh god, the inheritance is such a mess right now. Okay. If my only options are truly... And I really wish I could just vote for Orange. I mean, Orange would actually be a decent choice. Oh god. Why can't Orange potentially... Actually, Orange is about to be married off to England, so I really shouldn't select her, obviously. Okay. Clarence II and Matt might grow up to be competent. Alright? We live in hope. Purely because right now, Crisis is not particularly good, and Havoc is no better. Purely as a let's not completely fail here, I'm going to put a vote behind Kador. Let's see if anyone's willing to change their vote for Kador as a result of that. Or is everyone still just going to vote for this guy purely because they want to keep it moving to the other side of the actual dynasty tree? I suspect they do. I need to find someone from the same side of the tree as Havoc in order to actually make anyone follow my lead. Quickly, to the dynasty tree! So, Janed's dead, and her child was a bastard, so irrelevant. Havoc and Crisis have both come of age and appear to be useless. So, Howl is, yeah, actually exiled, but technically is still part of the dynasty, so we could actually vote for him in theory. He could actually be welcomed back as king. Alan might not be the worst continuity candidate, but I believe Alan is also... well, stewardship's not great. There's a problem, but with all of the benefits I've got off technology, we could probably do without it. I mean, he's going to die before Jon, probably, anyway. Not least as, oh, he's suffering from smallpox. He's had a successful treatment, but he's not going to last that long. Right. All our hopes possibly lie with Iliad. If little Iliad could potentially grow up to be something good, that could save us. That might just save us. Howl is not exactly going to do anything, and they clearly don't want the succession to go over to the Caddock side of the family. It has to be on the Dunnath. Oh, bloody hell. Right, how are we going to do this? Alan, keep making children, please. Wait, hang on, is Iliad... okay, Iliad does not currently have smallpox. He didn't inherit that. Good. Although I will say, Useless is actually pretty decent. Alright, I'm going to put in a vote for Useless. Okay, it's on the right side of the dynasty, people. It's on the right side of the dynasty. So, how about we all vote for Useless, and Useless can be our new queen? Yes? How about that? No one's going to vote for Useless, are they? Probably not, no. And that camp fever does indeed seem to be spreading into, yeah, England, not into Wales. Good. Ah, this is intriguing. I need to take a look at the buildings in Cornwall, figure out how to reinforce them and make them harder to conquer if the county were to be sieged by, say, bloody Wessex. The buildings did not inspire me in any way. I have a friend who is excellent at this kind of thing. And that is, my very close friend who already likes me. So what am I waiting for a siege? Just ask. So, is told what King Jon had in mind about reinforcements. Or maybe a new watchtower or a defensive wall. I'll think of something. What would that do, however? So, he's told what I had in mind. So I can either get some prestige for myself, which I don't really need. I'm already very, very good on the prestige. Or I can just ask my close friend, who seems to know what he's talking about. Yeah, I'll sacrifice the prestige and see if that leads anywhere better. Also, hello, we've got... excuse me? Didn't I... oh, yes, I just conquered you. Yes. Yes, and apparently you're not actually dead, which is unfortunate. You were afflicted by gout and you're depressed, but you're also cruel. Cruel and ambitious and cynical and scarred. And with intrigue of 10. Now that's all mildly concerning, I'll be honest, yes. If he could just, like, have an accident... that would probably be a good idea. Can we just check if he can have an accident, please? Yeah, let's see if anyone's on board for this. No. Well, one person, some random guy, I don't even know who that is, but he'd be on board. Great. He's got intrigue 0. I'm not sure he's going to help. Fine, I guess we just let him live here. Hopefully he won't cause any trouble and then we'll die of old age at some point. Oh, slight problem. Apparently the peasants are revolting. Right, that's a concern. Right, well, why did that happen? Oh, no. Right, okay. Hang the flip on here. You are currently trying to siege out that territory. Fine, so we've got... I was hoping to just get on with taking Gwent at some point. But I suppose technically we do have a couple of quiet minutes to take care of this. Now, how much can I actually raise at this point? 1,700 troops, give or take. That is... that's a healthy amount. How much would my vassals add in? Only 190, but that's a large force. That's a large force, and it unnerves me a little bit. Who are you exactly, my good man? You are a tough soldier. Okay, this is all concerning. But any chance would you like to come and work for me? Like, I'm actually literally looking for someone to run the place right now, and you're actually pretty good. Yeah, just for safety, I'm going to raise the vassal levies as well. Alright, that's... Oh, not you, though. Not... You shouldn't have done that. Right, never mind. You guys, just all gather in Glamorgan, please, and then we'll assign commanders. Yeah, I'm not surprised you lost. There were literally 13 guys there. And right now, he's just getting on with sieging. Good. We should hopefully be able to get there before he can actually get inside. Hopefully, anyway. So everyone just gather together, walk through the plague-infested area, and... oh, good! You just inflicted some heavy damage on them. Good. There's nothing we can do about the buildings except tear them down and use salvageable material for new houses. Okay, that sounds expensive, to be honest. But, apparently, it is not expensive at all. Instead, we've got friendly innovations in... Wait, Somerset? Wait, why... Why Somerset? I mean, that's... Hang on. We don't own Somerset. What have you just done? Well, I gain +1 stewardship, but have we actually just genuinely handed something beneficial over to Somerset, or did you actually mean Cornwall? Well, it's not listed anywhere, so you know what? Hopefully we didn't actually manage to just screw over our own territory and help out Somerset. And there's the main army right there with 1,000 troops. As soon as that gets into play, we'll merge all of this together and... Oh... Betrothed can marry. Ah! Yes, indeed. The king has come of age. So, what do we know about you, your kingship? You seem to be, yeah, pretty good, all things considered. I kind of wish you were on my side. Ooh, shrewd. Shrewd is nice. Obviously, you know, this is just basically peace. This is just peace between me and England and also positive relationships. Orange is actually very, very good. She's very good. She's going to help out England an awful lot. I suspect this guy's going to struggle slightly, but then again, he's managed to get his army levies up to 7,000 somehow. So I'm not sure quite how he's done that, but well done. Well flipping done. Yeah, you know what? Any chance you go for matrilineal? No, would you believe he's not going to go for matrilineal? So I am going to say yes to that, and as a result, Orange will gain a bunch of prestige, and we will have peace with England. Huzzah! So, you have fun with that. That is lovely. So, she's technically still part of my house, but her children will not be. Also, apparently one of the Jihad armies is literally still here. There's just 2 guys chilling out in Gloucester, unable to ever go home. Ooh, and look at Orange. She's wearing a lovely crown now. Lardy flippin' da. Right, merge all these armies together. That's fine. You know what? Whoever you are, you can just probably, like, be disbanded. That's absolutely fine. So, you guys just naff off over there. Does Jon want to really personally lead this? He probably doesn't, to be honest. Probably what we want is... We could have Jon in the centre. We could have Jon in the centre right there. I mean, that's probably good for Jon's health. And then we just have, like, 2 bishops on either side who are apparently good at fighting, because screw it. So, we've got the bishops on the flank... and me in the middle, alright? This is going to go fine. Now, sadly, because of the actual hills, he'll get a bit of an advantage, but we should still be fine. We've got a massive numerical advantage, and now we just head in over there. He is doing some bad damage to us. We are seriously taking some knocks here, but my troops are doing beautiful work. His centre is actually collapsing as fast as his flanks are. Pursuit tactics, oh yeah. There we go. Swords are sharp and dangerous. I can lead better inside my own castle. Okay, I just became Craven. Great. Is that further? That's further loss of Marshall. Oh, that's just marvellous. So Jon basically did not have a good time leading. I was hoping he'd have a lovely time leading, but no. No, he didn't. He had a terrible time leading. Right, well, you, my good man, can basically... What even is the actual thing I'm enforcing right now? I guess I just imprison you. Right, I'm imprisoning you. Yes, there we go. I won. Hooray for me. So, once again, we can get the army, like, you know, stood down. So all of you guys, stand down and stand down. Thank you. Now, let's have a little look-see at the revolt risk here to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because, yeah, that could happen again. Right, you, Mr. Marshall, suppress revolts over in here, please. I want this area under flipping control. Oh, not the white stag again. Alright, give it a go. We'll go and find the white stack. All that can happen is I lose 20 prestige. I'm swimming in prestige right now. Whatever you say about Jon, all the jokes about how he can't fit through the door and whatever, he does have a lot of prestige. He is a prestigious leader. Also, hang on. Remember that child B? Was B my... Wait, hang on. Flavia the Unfaithful, my lover, apparently... Have I continued to sleep with her after banishing her and her husband from court? Because apparently a new child just popped out. Right, well, it's another daughter, so I guess I technically don't care. Right, well, that's good. Okay, let's go. After the White Stag a bloody third time. And more tech points from Constantinople. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Nothing I can upgrade yet, but him just standing in Constantinople handing over tech points to me, that is definitely the right way to go. And we've got other exciting stuff coming in too. Look at the amount of money we've got right now. Because I think... Oh. Wait, what? This is different. What just happened here? So, I come across a small cottage in the wilds. This is probably a bad idea. As you knock, an old crone opens. When she sees you in your hunting party, she cackles eerily and says she has a powerful potion that will make you a stronger hunter and sure to catch any prey. Technically, Jon is already terrible. Like, he's maybe not as bad as he once was, but now he's become a craven coward. Well, actually, the advantage of being a craven coward is I can just basically lock the gate and no one's going to give me grief about it because everyone already expects me to be a coward. Go on then! Sell me the magical werewolf potion. I've no idea what it is. If this turns me into a werewolf, quite frankly, good. Maybe that comes with +5 martial. I drink the potion and start to feel warm inside. See, you know this will make you stronger. I can see it in your eyes. And, ooh, I just became brave. Excellent. That's huge. I just swapped out Craven for brave. That's a lot of extra men. And also the King of England is just liking me. Good. But I tell you what, Jon's not as bad as he used to be. And I've also returned to my court. The hunt for the elusive white beast seems fruitless. There are many more things out there in the wilds. Maybe next time you'll catch your prey. I won't give up. I won't, you know. Next time it shows up, I'll totally just head out there a flipping again. And... Oh. Oh dear, my love for Flavia. Wait, where is Flavia? Flavia is currently located in northern Spain. Where exactly are we having these dalliances? It did not come as a shock when she told me she no longer loves me. No, I can't really blame her. I've basically, yeah, disregarded every single one of the children I fathered with her, and then I drove her out of the country. In the end, we parted as friends, which as far as I'm concerned is better than I flipping deserve. But no more bastard children, I suppose. Blimey heck. Right, now, back over to the money. Because as soon as we hit 500, I think that is... Oh... Hello, and yeah, oh, the artifact. The artifact, yeah, good luck with the flipping artifact. Ah, yes, and the one thing Havoc might actually be useful for, he may not be spectacular, but how's the... She's so much better than him, this is embarrassing. She's a genius. Yeah, screw it. Absolutely, they should get married. Because 16 and 19, get her over here, let's get some children out of her. She's paranoid, arbitrary, she's brave. Brave due to... Wow, she's so good. I just... Why are there so many talented women in this realm? It's not fair. Except they are married. You two, get on with it. Alright, seriously, hurry it up. We need some good quality children before Jon eventually dies of whatever kills him. Probably turning into a werewolf. And also, apparently the wife of the High Chief Elmead of Curonia has been spending a few days. And we could, you know... actually have a non-aggression pact. Does anyone know where Curonia is? Apparently we want to be friends with them. That's great. Where are you exactly? You're... Okay, you're over there. So we're going to be friends. So great. That's fantastic. It truly is. But here it comes. In comes the money. Any second now we hit the magical... Oh, 499. And... Jon. Congratulations! He has successfully fulfilled his ambition to build a war chest. He has, you know. Good old Jon. And as a result of that, I believe, yes, he now gets a national tax modifier of 10% for the next 5 flipping years. So my wealth's going to start coming in even flipping faster. And you know why this is good news? This is good news because that means I can actually declare the ambition to become the King of Wales. If I become the King of Wales, or rather if I have it as an ambition, that means there's a reduced cost for creating the kingdom. Set that as my new target. And I think you'll find we are already very, very ready to create that. And it's only going to... It's going to cost me 175 gold. That's cheap, Jon. Jon, who we once thought was a complete hopeless basket case. Congratulations. You have led us to create our first kingdom. And let's push the button. Boom. And absolutely 400 prestige, 100 piety. Yep, it's fine. And King Jon the Fat has created the Kingdom of Kembra. Apparently. I'm just going to slightly change the name of that, actually. That can just be the Kingdom of Wales. Wales is fine. Alright, we can just be the Kingdom of... Actually, we could just change the name of... Why not just the Kingdom of Cornwall? Like, I know, you know, it involves a bit of... You know what? Okay, I'll have it as Wales. I'll have it as Wales as it is the Kingdom of Wales. It's Wales and Welsh. And with that, I've got myself... Oh, I've got myself a fancy hat. I have got myself the fanciest of all hats. Oh, that's lovely. That's just flipping lovely. Also, apparently, did everyone just leave the... Wait. Do I? Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Because now I'm a king, I can have an advisor. Yeah, I can put an extra person on. So all I really want to do is just put a loyalist in. Let's just get a nice loyalist in here. And who are you? Because this is the second time I've seen you. Whoever this guy is, he's just chilling out here and he seems to really, really like me. So, you know what? You, my good man, can be... Ooh, I've got new things. I've got... Ooh, I can force someone to be the jester. Or the keeper of the swans. Or, yeah, you know what? You can actually keep the swans. There you go. I'm going to get you a wife as well. I've no idea who you are exactly, but you're going to have a wife now. Also, who's this woman that's just shown up? Because there's just a woman... Apparently there's two... Oh. Wait, has my court physician always been attractive? I didn't know my court physician was always attractive. Right, so she's 35. I should probably find her a husband. Right, but there's a 22-year-old attractive person apparently just chilling out in my court who is greedy and slightly wrathful. But she's pretty. So, yeah, screw it. We'll get her involved right there. You two, get married, have fun. And there it is. The Kingdom of Wales is mine. And now, Gwent, pretty much any time I want, obviously, I can just pretty much say, hey, you should really, really belong to me. But if I just wait for a few more years, I'm just going to be able to walk into Gwent. That will not be a problem at all. The council is now very much coming round to me here. Now I've actually purged the unhelpful elements out of it. Now, Powys, I can also... No, I can't actually declare war... Because I assume, yeah, to the non-aggression pact. So, we're going to have to wait to reclaim these bits and pieces. But, we've got a kingdom. Ooh, I know what we need to do. I know exactly what we need to do. There is... Have we got any new events, by the way? Yes, search for a smith. Alright, now that I am actually a king, I deserve better quality stuff. Because someone was mentioning the smith basically generates stuff that's appropriate to your rank. So, send out, actually, yeah, new armor. I want special king armor. That's what I want. I want really good quality king armor right here. And apparently we've got new succession. Yeah, we need to actually pick our new succession right here. Because apparently, like, changing my primary title has just actually changed all of that round. So. Also, thing to check. This here county and also the duchy. Just double check the actual duchy is... Yeah, okay, fine. That is Tanistry. Just checking, because sometimes duchies that you inherit have weird rules. So I'm just going to make sure nothing's got any weird rules here. Yeah, everything right now is Agnatic, Cognatic, Tanistry. So right now, everything will basically change hands into whoever is the new ruler. With the exception of Glamorgan, which will just pass back into me and thus join up with that as soon as this guy dies. Which is good news, quite frankly. This is all very, very good news indeed. And he apparently is thrilled with me. In fact, actually, everyone's thrilled with me right now. Oh, everyone loves me. Everyone loves me. They're not thrilled because I decreased the council power, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is... Oh, Jon. Jon the Fat. You may be fat, but you make up for it in so many other ways. You have led us to glory, you magnificent bastard. But, who is going to be the next king? Because this is where things start getting... Yeah, difficult. I would potentially flipping love for one of my very competent women to be the next leader. if something unfortunate were to happen to Jon, but I doubt it's going to happen. I'm going to put a vote in for Margaret, because Margaret is good. Alright? She's a good person. Somebody vote for her. Yeah, she's the new heir. Alright, Jon, immediately just, like, jump off a cliff or something. Because at that point, I could basically just con the game into actually making her the new queen. It would be beautiful. And he's also fulfilled the ambition to become King of Wales. Oh, he needs a new ambition. Oh, flipping heck, of course he does. What's even left for you, you magnificent bastard? See the realm prosper, stay at peace for 5 years. Well, we're not going to do that. Or, groom an heir. Yeah, we do want to groom an heir. Let's get on with grooming some heirs right now. That is spot on. And you know what? Jon is pretty healthy for the time being. I'm going to move him over from hunting to martial, just to see if what actually that does. Let's actually give him... Ooh, unlocks the dual action versus rivals and foes. Probably a bad idea, or possibly a good idea if I actually want to try and like, get him killed or something. What else does this do? Invite to carousing, better relations between all family members, prayer and meditation, building observatory, starting point for your studies, la-di-da. City vassal opinion plus 20% for business, but I know that leads into like a bit of stress or whatever. There's stress up here, which is concerning. And spy on and free from captivity for suitable targets. Intrigue, fertility up, sex appeal up. Could just go for a bit of... Hang on, how's the wife? The wife's 37, I'm 38. It's maybe a bit late for that. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for a bit of a war focus for a while. We do actually probably have a bit of a war to get on with. Let's have a few years of war and see what happens there. And speaking of bad stuff, known plots... Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of... Oh! My ex is planning to kill me! And who's on board with this? Oh, of course, that guy's on board with this. Right, well, we can probably imprison him for that then. Because, you know, we understand there was actually, you know, a plot involving him. Right, so... My ex and the guy I just drove out of Gwynedd are actually, yeah, unsurprisingly working together. Right, well, 50-50 shot of actually cancelling him. Or we could just try and kill her. Can we try and kill her? Hang on, let's see what we can do to her at this exact moment in time. Who's up for... Oh. Okay, as it turns out, everyone actually hates her. Good. This is marvellously good news. Just make sure no one's like, you know, a drunkard or anything or going to ruin the plot. No. It turns out lots of people are in on this plot. She has made enemies. Marvellous. So I've invited just a handful of people to just help me, you know, kill these bastards. And would you believe everyone's decided they want in? Because apparently everyone flipping hates Flavia. Good! So that plot power is now at 178%, so she'll be dead pretty soon, hopefully. And yeah, the plot power for her trying to kill me is only 25%. I thought it said that we departed as friends, though I'm guessing it does make sense we didn't. Fine. So, yeah, he's actually on board with that. And meanwhile, Alan's backing a plan to kill my friend. Alan! Come on, Alan, don't do that. Though, you know, I'm going to look the other way because Alan is my friend. And if this guy dies, I can just replace him with someone else. So, I'm not thrilled about this, but I guess we'll just accept it. Also, holding a grand tournament, apparently. We will never hold another one in our entire reign. Oh, blimey, the ultimate tournament. And it's going to cost me, like, oh, it's going to cost 200 gold. Gets me 100 prestige. Maybe. Maybe we'll do that later. Not just yet. That's quite expensive when I'm about to buy some really fancy armor. Speaking of which, where's that bloody armorsmith? We called him ages ago. And apparently King Jon has decided now he's king, he's going to focus on the important things. Like eavesdropping on his courtiers discussing payments over horses and just getting involved. Yes, I should interfere. Randomly. I settled the matter between my... Oh, that's my wife, isn't it? No, that's definitely not my wife. That's not my wife. That's just one of my courtiers who's not actually that useful for anything. What are you even doing here again? I'm not actually sure. Well, you can hang around, sure, why not? And they still won't speak to each other. Still, apparently this guy likes me slightly more, which is good, I guess. Where's the bloody armorsmith? Ah, here he is, about bloody time. So we've got apparently a master armorsmith who can be invited to court. Come on, I need something fancy. I want something super fancy. And at some point I might like toss out the old jewels and get some new special jewels now I'm king. So yeah, I'm gonna need protection, strong and sturdy armor to keep me nice and safe. Ooh. That could boost martial. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This I need. I need good quality armor, because I can pass that on to whoever's next in line as well. Also, what's going on with the... Oh, 8.69. Right, lovely. So, craft me something effective but inexpensive. Or 260? Okay. But that will greatly increase morale offense, monthly prestige, martial. Okay. Make me armor fitting for a king. Alright, let's get it done here. Let's get it... Oh, hello! Whoa! Okay, while we're just waiting for that armor to be delivered, changes in England. Big changes in England. What the heck just happened here? Right, so, that Cumberland now belongs to... Are you sure, Cumberland? Wait, why is it blue? Why is Cumberland blue if it's still reporting into... Mercia. Wait, what the heck is going on here? Oh no, good. I think I just double-clicked on it to actually change it to its... Yeah, I think I just must have clicked on the wrong map mode. Fine. Good. I was worried there for a moment, but everything's fine. Mercia is still a devastating powerhouse that no one has any chance of stopping. So we checked in on the armor smith, and he was getting my daughter Luna to help with the forging process. Maybe you could have, like, you know, asked Havoc or Crisis, given they desperately need to be much better at their jobs, but whatever. Still, I suppose it's not actually that bad, really. I lose some prestige, but Luna becomes brawny, which is a good thing. Martial up, diplomacy up, health up, which is always good for, like, you know, not dying. Yeah, go on then. I suppose that's helpful. And, oh, we've also found ourselves a heathen. Well, this is no good. I'd say into the dungeons he goes. Well, I could just burn him to death. That would actually get me bonus piety. That gets me bonus piety right there. It's the right thing to do. And it gets rid of it. Yay! Burn him! Burn him! Burn him! Good! This is marvellous. And okay, so these random guys I'd wanted a non-aggression pact are actually saying... Sorry, there's a rumour that I'm supporting pirates outside Curonia? No. That's very, very odd indeed. A strange accusation, he's up to something. Yeah, I'm going to just gain some prestige in order to actually answer accusingly. Okay, I shouldn't have made friends with Curonia, because apparently, like, they're going to be dicks or something. So, this is all marvellously a good idea. And my ex-girlfriend is going to actually die via poisoned wine. I'm just going to approve the plan. It's a classic, apparently. And better and better. Yes, do you actually like me? Oh, apparently you're fine with me, despite the fact I literally just burnt your husband to death. But he wasn't very good. How old are you right now, by the way, Arya? You're only 35. You know what? We can find you a new husband. I need to remember to do that. Oh, and looky what we have right here. We've got ourselves a guy with a strong claim on Essex, and a strong claim on Hebron, less important, and a weak claim on the impronounceable. Of interest, perhaps. You know what? He's not terrible. He's not got any major flaws, really. He's young, so hopefully we'll get a few children out of him. And yeah, passing on potentially a couple of decent claims down into my family in a matrilineal marriage would not be the worst thing in the world at all. Right, let's get them hooked up. Lovely. Now, where's the armor? Oh, balls, my ex isn't dead. Well, we'll get her next time. Basically, everyone who lives in the same town as her is totally on side with this, so for whatever reason, she's managed to... Oh. Right. Okay. What the bloody hell is going on here? Why are we going to end up in a war with cocky Curonia? No one cares about the chiefdom of Curonia. How many troops can Curonia actually theoretically raise? They could raise 1,500 troops. Am I going to end up in a war with cocky Curonia? Just because I don't even know why at this point. Because we're just accusing each other of something. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to break our relationship. Screw you. Bye. Naff off. Right, well, that's the last time I'm nice to anybody. Oh, and here we go. Oh, the armor. The flipping armor. This is splint mail armor. I have got beautiful new splint mail armor. And also, for some weird reason, Geralt was, like, trying to convince one of his mares I'm a good person, but failed, and now some crappy mare hates me. Honestly, this doesn't strike me as important. No, what strikes me as important is, open the treasury. What does this do for me? And Martial +1. personal combat skill +1, monthly prestige +0.5, morale damage +5. Oh, yeah. Very, very nice indeed. Like, at some point, I should probably just basically bin this and, like, you know, call up the guy again and get a better thing. Also, wife, what are you wearing? Queen Ida, could we get her a better crown? She just seems to basically, yeah, that's not that flattering. I mean, my crown's good. That's the important thing, I suppose. But I should have a haircut. I should have a haircut to celebrate this. I could do with a new hairstyle. Just, ooh, more braids. Yes, that is what I've been lacking in my life. I don't have enough braids. Oh, spot on. Right, to celebrate my new kingship, I'm gonna have myself more braids. That's beautiful. He's shaping up all right. He's shaping up all right at this point. He's better than anyone else would be, damn it. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I'd say that's enough for now. Jon the Fat is now King Jon the Fat. Oh, yes. King Jon the Fat of Wales. He's getting somewhere. We're making progress. Now, admittedly, the next in line to the throne is a bit on the disappointing side. But also, interestingly, no one actually seems to be... Oh, wait! No! I know what just happened! So, the rules of Tanistry say that anyone within 2 levels is allowed to actually vote. So, when I was a duke, all of the actual vassals, which of course is Geralt of Glamorgan, and also everyone in the lair below, they all got a vote. All of the crappy mayors and bishops, they all got to vote. But not anymore. Now I'm king, only dukes get to vote. Oh my goodness. As long as I basically don't have any vassals, there's only 2 votes going. There's me and there's Geralt's vote. And in the event of a tie, given there's only 2 votes, oh bloody hell, I can just basically name... I can name anyone I want. I can literally name anyone I want. And they're guaranteed to be the next ruler. Until my empire grows a bit bigger, unless I've got no choice but to bring vassals into it, because sooner or later, people will probably start getting annoyed that I'm holding too much power personally. Oh, the council's on board for the time being. Oh, King Jon the Magnificent. We can actually put one of your competent female rulers on the throne. Oh, this is marvellously good news. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hold things off here. King Jon the Wonderful has granted us a kingdom. He has brought us peace in our time. He has brought us prosperity. And all he asks in return is that we stop calling him fat quite so often. Let's leave things off there. Next time, oh, I need to figure out who our next leader's going to be. And whether potentially it might be time for... I couldn't kill Jon now. Now he's just done too much wonderful stuff for us. We've got to get eyes on our next big objective. We've secured Wales, but England remains a threat. I can't just keep throwing marriage alliances at them indefinitely. I need to figure out what I need to do next. Whether that's starting to form up alliances with maybe Scotland, or starting to actually get a foothold in Ireland. Brittany, the Bretons are certainly on side. That could be an interesting place to expand to as well as having a bit of a deeper look at the politics of England and figuring out what our next move should be. But we have got a kingdom, ladies and gentlemen, and Jon the Magnificent, the Wonderful, the Great in general. Oh, he's doing good work. He's doing good work, and long may it continue. Coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been Jon. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Crusader Kings 2. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, okay, that would have been good if I'd actually hit the ball. And swing! Yes, yes, yes! That is the swing! That is the swing! Come on! Go for you! Oh, yes! Oh, 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 oh! I'll get you next time, golf.